Whenever the rainy season is near, the sad memories fall back into his mind's eyes. The rainy season of 2003 was not a good one for him. That fateful Wednesday, the 27th of June, he survived the worst disaster that has ever happened in the city of Limbe in the southwest region of Cameroon. The flood and landslide took the lives of some 30 people and left another 200,000, including him, homeless, and destroyed property and social amenities, including roads, telephone lines, worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. 14 years has passed by, but the sad memories are like those of yesterday.
Tell me how the trees whisper, how the birds learn to sing, and how does the rainbow stay the same? How the bees make sound.
I was born here in Mabeta New Layout. I lived here, I grew up here. So concerning the landslide will happen for 21st of June 2001. It started for that early morning, that 21st of June, that early morning, it started with light rain. The rain will not be too heavy. As it won't be about 11 o'clock, the rain started heavily until we discover, say, the small river will get along the quarter, don't become so big. So, while we will never experience this large water, everybody today is fear. So the people, the way they did along the water, they start struggle for protect their things, their younger ones, and to save them. After like 1 hour 30 minutes, the hillway he did across the road, the main road, the hill start collapse. From the up, he start cut the come down. Cover houses there. So the people there, they did down here, they started to rush for safety. While the other one, they were down the hill, they try to run for safety. The big house already there for up, the ground sink, cover the houses there. They cover about, for example, if you cover about 30 houses and other hill, the flood house, bury people inside. One house will get 9 or the day makers where they become. And the people that along the water, they be suffer a lot because water will carry some of their children. The one where they know if you escape, they carry them go. Animals destroy everything. The water will come along with stones and timbers from the hill.
The disaster had started on the east side of the Mabeta hill when rainfall exaggerated that Wednesday morning. It was the people on the other side of the hill who first discovered that all was not going on well with their neighbors. When the disaster first struck, everybody, including those from the east and west sides, rushed to the affected east side to rescue survivors.
Tell me how many people wish there were someone else, someone that thinks the world wants them to be. Tell me how many babies will be born.
Now how's it for you? Ground be grown. Now for that size, some place for up, and for the other side for the After that blockhouse with the villa, the other quarter for that side. Then we broke to all about some 16 people ground recovered and played for here now. Then for back, some compound to be there for here. Where water become chakara to the house. Now then come out. That quarter for that side, also now new house they don't build for that side.
After they tried to rush those affected to the hospital, an idea came up that they should evacuate the people on the west side too. It was then when one woman who had come from the west side to help in the rescue mission in the east side ran home to remove the 9 members of her family who were inside the house. She and her family members will never meet again on earth. In front of her it happened. She did not only see it happening to her family, but the people she left will not also be able to meet her again alive.
I say when did it fall? Everybody there inside house now. You just hear us ground cut for backside. I don't take that place for backside. I don't go give her.
No, we go there.
Okay, a first cut for backside. So when we come out house here, we'll go try to rescue them. We think say this side to be in a danger. So one of my brother, he run go call mommy for this. Say, mommy, when they sleep so. Now ground is on cut for backside here. And as you don't cut so this one side, we say, mommy come out come here. We all go move picking the way ground on cover them for down there. But rush with them for hospital. He said me go wake up the one the way they sleep in a house because serious rain be the fall. They cross this mango. Just about 8 steps from this mango. And they were that ground cut. They cover mommy for here. They cut the first ground cut, second cut, and the third one just cover him.
This exact point house be standing with. We get 9 picking the way they be 9 people be inside this house. The one the way they come on holidays and they picking the way they stay there. So as that incident what happened, the ground way it cut from the lower hill, it be this rule come down. Then the one way it really buried this house, now the one way it cut from the top, skip from up, press the house, it bury up to the one way they rule the can down, they rule the can down. So mommy be there, it be there for down, it be there for that, it be the one can up for can take picking they say me they come up for house. So as it see it shout, it try for shouting me they come up for house, ground they can cover house. We know the no money the year as I ran to the fall. So he try for he struggle for run, but mud be don't come around the foot. It be around the knee. You know the mud ground will mix with water, it be very difficult for move. So as it will be there, the ground just cover it.
Her house is still buried beneath the soil today, with artifacts showing way 14 years after. A mattress in one of the rooms, dresses deep in the soil, and even some part of the roof now exposed. The boy who seemingly was brave from this family took to his favorite coconut tree for refuge, but the tree was not one to survive the mud.
There are so many questions I like to ask, so you can understand.
So this coconut every day not 3, every day for line so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the one way that our friend choose for climb, unfortunately, that one with that ground they choose for bring them down. So I don't know whether if you don't mean I say that the way that we get for die or then no man will explain. So if you say all these sides showing houses every day, so if you know the amount of population we don't reduce for inside the quarter.
A girl who saw her mother deep in the mud at this point, she rushed to help, but this day nature was against many things around this area.
So for this point, if you didn't so mommy if you already come out for house for go buy for go. So as that ground they have way they come, You see, I see the shout for the house, they made a come up for inside house. Ground, they can't cover house, nobody there. The one way, if they don't cut the roof down, they don't already hook it for the nail, around the nail. So as the picking come up for house, they run, they carry the escape from the ground. They come for escape for go for road. She meet up with the mommy where the ground only. The one draw him mommy to mod the slide. Mod the slide for hand. He hold mommy for draw hand. The big ground they come for can cover. As he not be succeed. He find himself for road wide the ground cover him mommy, cover that house. He broke this house. The ground broke this house. After he don't sweep, he don't rig from up. As you can see, no house no dey again, no house no be left for up. Because the ground do not rig it. He rig why the other one skip. He cover this one with the down so.
Before night fell that Wednesday, there was chaos at Mabeta new layout. 30 people had gone. Houses covered by mud, and that evening went darker and darker.
Where's the youth who's gonna dare? Where's the elder who really cares? Why do people believe things that aren't true? When you look into the mirror, who do you see? Why do we have to grow to be wise?
By morning the next day, the entire city of Limbe and the country as a whole was mourning, as people came in from all parts of the country, some of them to help on the situation on the ground.
It will be a very sad day because after the raining for that 21st, on the 22nd of June 2001, where governor, government delegates, and other big citizens for town, they come for visit the area for which will happen for we. They will bring caterpillars them. So the first house will go with the 9 people be sink under. That way caterpillar be they remove. Actually, they not be agree everybody may come closer. They just select we the indigenous for quarter so that now we feel know the exact points the way they happen. I will be the work with the government. So when caterpillar did go down, they remove one dead body, one corpse. We now with the whole arm, it be very painful and it be very sad for see person way you I be there last night, you I be there on the 20th, then 21st, you know see no more. Then are you the still go dig for underground we remove it. So plenty cries be there for quarter, be over loss. We get plenty sorrows that day. Mommy they be collapse, people they be collapse, people they be go hospital unconscious. Because it's not easy to see the person where you are get program and get business to do. Now you the movie underground. So as caterpillar they remove, the one the way they remove now so the army motor, the military to be there. Now for army motor we go put an ambulance be there. Oh they move and so we go for the next after we go one house to the other. The one the way they be struggle for run with ground bury them for road. That one hand people them for hand be the dig corner. Then white caterpillar they walk dig the one way ground cover the house with people inside.
Was the truth behind why people go to war?
There were many associated stories about the cause of the Mabeta disaster, while some linking minds blamed it on witchcraft. Scientists from all over the world started rushing in for investigations.
Yeah, people don't come again. We don't get people then, foreigners from Holland, England, Italy, They don't come here because of that disaster. Because I believe say they be see I'm over TV or over the news, over radio. They be here somehow. So they don't carry, they climb right, go for the hill. They go for the water, along the waterway, the scatter housing along the road path. So they don't come, they can't dig. They dig almost, they pay we will dig almost 3 meters deep. They take soil, they remove soil, they carry and go. So we don't know that, we don't get plenty of visit to them. Even we don't get governor, he don't come back here, can check.
Well, you are interested in red zones and particularly the Mabeta layout. In fact, before 2001, when the landslide and floods occurred, killing about 26 people, we did not know too much about the risk in Mabeta. By the way, you know that the government created a layout in the early days around that area. But after the disasters of 2001, we discovered that it was a risky site because people have started building on hill slopes and the soil was not very good, such that when they caused this instability on the flanks of the slopes, it caused a lot of landslide, runoffs and mud flows. The area is very risky and we are trying to preempt people to build on those slopes. You see that the flanks are occupied by vegetation and people are tampering with the vegetation, and this causes, this limits the consolidation of the soil by the roots, and the soil is very loose. We have to do maybe geotechnical studies and some specialized studies. The problem is that most people who build around the hill slopes do not carry out enough studies. It is not that we cannot build on hill slopes, but it is important to do the necessary technical studies. Normally, when you are building and you have a soil, you must carry out geotechnical studies. This will help you to limit the risk. For example, it will help you in the design of your foundations, and even if you have to put up retaining structures, like retaining walls, these the elements, the geotechnicians will be able to give you elements for the design. When you pour a load, maybe of sand from a tipper, what happens? When rain falls, what happens? It flows off, right? At times when you go on local sites, you will discover that they try to protect the sand with some blocks around. And in case rain does not fall, once you use a shovel and remove part of the sand, what happens? There is a fall, and that is what happens even on hills. And so when you are about to build, there is a process where you cut the soil. And if you don't place retaining structures or you don't take measures to retain the soil, the upper part, what happens? You will have the tendency to fall. And that is what certainly happened during landslides and mud flows.
In the meantime, the government of Cameroon created some makeshift places to cater for the Mabeta victims. Some family members and friends of the homeless too provided shelter for some. While in these new homes, the news had spread around the world and people started helping. The government of Cameroon too, at that moment, also helped out to the victims of the sad Mabeta disaster.
For that time, when that thing be happen, nobody will give us small money. With the rice where they be bring they begin say they give animal with seven bag rice. So they begin some na 2, some na 3. All the rice begin for them baby people. They begin give us small. With some people where they be one help, they begin give with clothes, them with blanket, everything. They can't divide and give.
The same time when the thing be happen, people they be lost their houses and with all that fear. They be carry we go put our seka. Go because she don't for seka. They be carry with rice. They be carry with mattress. They be carry with many of the things and we will not be even see. I don't think say we will be get 1 grain rice because I saw them the way they be bring her. I saw them be carry and go back.
That modern palava, so they be give everybody. The man will be go follow them because they be right like we be go camp na for seka. For that 15 days, we should don't for seka. Now from seka too we be come out. Then we chakara back. Then we master them. They say all man come for council. They want all man for. Man will not be going to be lost. But man will be there. They be get the own small one. Like that close will be divided. So one of the send my beginning with my master identity. They send her for with the good blanket, get anything. So if man be lost, men don't say the government, they will give some more. If man no be get it means he no be good. Because they no be get for work at door to door. So how they be chakara, they no people they get it. But if you be there in person, you must get your own small one. If you no be get it means you no be good.
Years have passed by, close to a decade and a half. This area has been marked by government as a risk zone. Some survivors have left this place because of the bad memories and fear of risk in this area, but the majority have come back yawning and looking up when rain is heavy in the rainy season.
My house no chakara. Never can still date me for here because no place no be there. I go enter with my plant picking there with the drop picking the inside. My man already put in on small for me, and you don't die and leave me move, sir. I go enter for sir. So I got that for she don't for here, and as well God keep me, I still did like I said. My man already died, left me for here. Wait, already with this about 3 years to the night, we still did me for here. He just guy a day for you to picking there. I know the fear me because I know so that thing go occur again. Because my man they born for here, they own for here. That kind of thing never happen. Then it can't happen that time. It go be something be happen before that kind of thing. Because they been at school, they born for here, they all for here. That kind of thing never happen no one day. Then it can't happen that year. We can't happen so. Then something be wrong. So I'm not sure it will happen again.
The Limbe Urban Council doesn't permit people to build in this area anymore. But houses are raised now and then, here and there, and the soil still cut from place to place.
Firstly, you have to deposit your building plan at the subdivisional council. Because in Limbe we have 3 subdivisional councils. We have Limbe 1, Limbe 2, and Limbe 3. So where you want to build, you have to deposit your building plans at that level. Then from there, it's going to take another procedure now. They will send it over now to the city council, where a commission being set aside will sit now and evaluate the document and see if it is necessary for you to build wheresoever you have applied for. After that commission, your evaluation is done. If the place is not suitable, because the commission goes to the site for a site visit. If the area is not suitable, they will reject your building plan and tell you they can't grant you a building permit for that area because of one reason or the other. Then, if your documents are okay, come now to the city council, you pay the required amount that is due. Then, we then proceed now with the file now to the government delegates for signature.
Government send a rig zone. But they build with school. That time we began a Karabot school, but now government don't can build block school. It means in a permanent structure. Karabot be then a temporary. But now we don't can build a block. It means in a permanent. But in a rig zone. Now after you don't put that board for them, you can build school. So we will not understand who saying they drive to. Yes, so school day. So now they give how do they call that their thing? Abonnement for poles. The climb certain sometimes the car is on top of that hill. It means that so now no say people don't go stay for that hill because anymore way they for up here they don't give application for take a pole because by that time for that 12 years ago poles are not be there up here.
The last council session that we sat, that held in December, the month of December, a deliberation was taken that before light is given to a house, to a resident, they must give a proof of their building permits. That's the council had a partnership with the SNEC and the SONEL this time around, this 2015. That is the resolution that we had now.
Life on a regular day in this area looks like everything is well. But in the hearts of the occupants of this place, they are very scared. The memories of the dark Wednesday will hardly ever leave them. This is not the only risk zone in the city of Limbe. There are others and people still living in them and going about their daily activities as if nothing is wrong. It was within a few minutes that everything about their lives changed. They have been able to go for 14 years without any incident like that happening. But if the scientists are right, as people keep tampering with the soil of this hill, someday some sad memory could still come to these people. But where will they go? And how will they live?